Welcome back to Couch Conversations. How is everybody doing tonight? I am your host, Danni Gyrl, and this is going to be an interesting show. I just wanted to come chat about some stuff with y'all. I had said last week I had wanted to come on and just spend some time talking about some various topics. And interestingly enough, a lot has happened in the last 7 days. So we have a lot to talk about. So let me pull up some of my notes. First of all, let's get into some of the upcoming events. I haven't played those for the last week or so. Um, Last week I went straight into the show because I really wanted to spend that time talking with Terrence, which was a very good conversation. For those of you that missed it, I spent the show talking with my older brother, and we talked about his spiritual journey that he's on. So that was very interesting. Um, and tonight we just gonna hit and miss with some stuff. Okay. First of all, let's get to the upcoming events. Hope y'all ready. If you miss any of the upcoming events, you can play the video back. You can look on my page because a lot of them I have shared. You can go on YouTube. The video is also on YouTube. So you can hit me up. I'll make sure that you get the flyer. If you want to go to any of these events, just let me know. I'm going to let them play. A couple of them I might hit the description for y'all, but I'm going to just let them play for about, it's going to take about a hot minute. So these are the upcoming events. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in and support all the upcoming events. And a few of these are coming up this week and next week. Like Zacardi Cortez is next week. Um, Roy and Revelation is next week. The Easter Spring concert by DMSB is on the 13th. So that's in like little less than 2 weeks, about a week and a half. Try to go out and support all these events. All the events that I promote on this show are either events that I'm doing or events that people that I support send to me to promote on the show. So y'all make sure y'all go support all of these groups that are singing in different places. Definitely, we want to go support Deontay Duckett and the Justified crew. And make sure you get your nominations in for the DMEG Indie Entertainment Awards. Every category is on there. So please make sure you go and put your nominations in. Food distribution on 108th in Vermont every Monday at 1, Friday at 11. So if you need help, go make sure you pull up, get you some food. Make sure you cop my book on sale on Amazon. Hey KD, how you doing? It is on sale now, and I am still looking for artists and businesses for the newsletter. So make sure you tap in if you would like to be in the DMEG newsletter. I'm always looking for people to be in there. Um, and I actually need somebody for the month of April. So if you would like to be the artist of the month for April, make sure you hit me up so I can give you what you need to get in there. And oh, I'm sorry, I said Monday and Thursdays. I mean Fridays. It's Mondays and Thursdays. Thank you, Erica. Mondays and Thursdays. It's on the flyer, y'all. Go back and look at the flyer. Um, so a couple of things I wanted to talk about tonight before I get into the Marvin Sapp thing. I know a lot of you saw the girls that were on, I believe it was Instagram or TikTok. They were on live making a video, drinking, doing 116 miles an hour. Um, the car got out of control. All the people were ejected from the car. They were in an accident. Um, I was like devastated that those girls lost their life. Can I just start there because life is really precious. I'm pretty sure out of the four girls, some of them had children. Um, One thing I wanted to say though is people got to stop doing stupid stuff for clicks and likes. Y'all life have to be more worth more than social media likes, clicks, and share. Um, First of all, doing 116 on the freeway is insane in any state, any county. Um, Drinking and driving is insane. If y'all know better, y'all know better. Like for real. But doing it for the likes and clicks and being on live and people, I notice a lot of people, especially under the age of like 30. I'll even say 35. I'm not saying this any of the older people that are not doing it. I just see it more with the younger people. We have to stop doing this stuff for likes and clicks. Your life is not worth likes and clicks. I'm sorry, it can't be. We have to do better. Parents, you got to encourage your children to do better. Please encourage them to do better. um Another thing I wanted to talk about was the young man who was on video. I believe he's in jail now. um the picture went viral of him and his girlfriend dressed alike from the holidays, but he was beating the damn shit out of that girl. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all not gonna like me. This is not gonna be popular opinion. I stay out of domestic situations. I do not involve myself in domestic situations. And I know everybody's like, oh, she should have left or she didn't deserve it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have seen some TikTok videos that have made me stay out of people's business. One girl was beat the hell up. Both her eyes was black, shut. She couldn't barely see. Her face was, it looked like somebody had beat her with a box of rocks. And the girl was on there saying that's what she signed up for because her boyfriend asked her, did she want a $3,000 a week allowance? And she allowed herself to be a punching bag for $3,000 a week. So after I saw that, and I've actually seen other videos similar to that, I stay out of people business. I'm not big on getting in domestic situations anyway. If y'all know me, you know I have a saying about I don't get in and I'm just gonna say it, I don't get in dick and pussy shit. Um I say that for a reason. When it comes to domestic stuff, I have seen so many different angles of domestic violence. I have seen girls that will initiate domestic violence situations and not be happy until they're getting beat on. I have seen girls get beat for money. Um, I have seen girls that think that's part of being loved. And I'm not saying it's right because I think you a coward ass nigga to put your hands and beat on somebody that you know you can overpower so easily. So I'm definitely not saying it's right. I'm saying I stay out of people's stuff because you don't know where their mental capacity is. And some people like this stuff. I'm just saying that girl did not deserve to be beat like that. She absolutely did not. He beat her. Wow. Um, Yeah, but she posted it because she wanted clicks and likes. So social media got some of these people so messed up in the head. It's all about the clicks and likes and what they can monetize and how much of it they can monetize. So, I stay out of people business and I take what I see on social media with a grain of salt. Okay, let's get on. Let me tag my mama. Let me find my mama. Tonight's show was produced by my mama. And the reason I said that is because I was not going to do this show. I know I said last week I was going to do a show about Marvin Sapp. And after reading so many comments and watching so many videos, it was just overwhelming. And per my therapist, I'm trying to back off social media. Social media gets so overwhelming to me sometimes. So I had said I was gonna do it, and Sunday, my mama did all the footwork for me. So thank you, mama. I appreciate you. Y'all could put y'all hand claps in the comments for my mama, because she sent me everything for tonight's show. And had she not did that, we probably would not be sitting here having this discussion. So I'm gonna see if I can pull up the video. Y'all work with me tonight, because I'm about to use some features on this thing that I don't use. Um but I'm gonna see if I can pull up a video for y'all. I've done this one time before, so hopefully I'm on point with doing it tonight. Um we gonna see if we could get this video, the original video clip. So what I want to do is I want to play the original video clip for y'all that started this conversation. And then I have screenshots of comments. I'm not going to be able to play all the videos that I watched. My mama sent me about 10 videos. I'm not going to be able to play all of the videos that I watched, because you get copyrights for playing other people's videos, especially on YouTube. Um, so what I'm going to do is, if it'll come up, I see it is having a hard time coming up. I'm going to play the original video, and it don't want to come up. Okay, so I'm going to give it time. So Marvin Sapp did this video where he was telling people to give money. Oh, wait, hold on. We might be able to load it. Let's get to it. Let's see. Let's see how much my computer want to do for y'all today, because I definitely need a new one. Storage is running low. Okay, so I'm just going to play a clip of the video. Let me screen share this for y'all. Um, Screen share this for y'all. Let me see if I can do this, because I've only done this one time, like I said. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Now I got it pulled up. I'm trying to share it with y'all. So let's see how to do this. Here we go. Oh, it's sharing the whole window. Hold on, y'all. Let me get back. I want to share both the screens. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do this right. I got to play this video, because I don't want to say anything and it's taken out of context, or I misquote what it said. So I just want to. Can you please turn that down? Thank you. Okay, let's see. We should be sharing the screen now. All right, y'all. Here we go. Make sure I pull it up for y'all. Here we go. There we go. There we go. All right, y'all. I got it. Thank y'all for being patient. We gonna play this video. Okay. Let's see. Let me make the video small and make me. Now the video was there and then it disappeared. Okay. I see y'all still sharing it. I'm gonna get this video on here because I need y'all to watch this video. And it is not cooperating. Andre, let me tell y'all, Andre wants to come on Couch Conversations. Y'all pray for me because I don't know how that's gonna play out. Okay, there go the video. Here we go, y'all. Finally, I got it. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, now let's go. Here we are. Let's go.
And they understood. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant.
So that's the video. It's okay. So basically, that's the video. I cut it short because it started buffering, but he was telling people to close the doors so he can take up the money, and he was basically repeating, "Ushers, close the doors, etc." So I have read some comments, y'all. Okay, and I want to say I have read comments from a few pastors who honestly said that they felt like he was wrong. Um, and that they would never do that in their church. That was holding the congregation hostage. Y'all and these memes about him going to jail and holding people hostage, that's hilarious. Um, but I want to read some of these comments to y'all because I'm gonna tell y'all, when I watched the video, it personally did not bother me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Over the years in church, and I've been in church my whole life, I have heard um preachers ask that the doors be closed during offering. One, because they said it's a sacred time, and to show reverence they ask you to stop walking unless you're giving, etc., etc. um Another reason it did not bother me, because the first thing that I personally thought about is you're in a congregation of a lot of people, you're dealing with a large amount of money, and I started thinking security issues. Now that's where my mind first went to. That was my first thought. My first thought was it might be a crazy nigga in here with a gun that decide they want to take the offering. So that's where my mind went to. But apparently it was a whole lot of people had an issue with this. So let me go back to the beginning and pull some of these comments for y'all. One comment said, "Every church I've ever been to tell you to close the doors during offering. Y'all get on my nerves." That was a post. The comment to the post was, "Not my church. Pastor doesn't set aside time for an offering. We just do what we're supposed to do and be obedient." Now, I'm not sure what that quite meant. I guess they just give when they're supposed to give or whatever. I'm not sure, but um I want to know what y'all think in the comments, the people that are watching this. This is an open conversation. Um One of the other comments on that post said, "Exactly. They know this is something that we all do because they have gotten brave and will walk in and rob the church." Um that's where my mind went to. Let's see. When your faith is in God, God puts you in a situation where you won't need security. So the question is, why would you need security in the church? Okay. So the reason I went to that was because I have seen over the years where churches have been shot up during prayer. They have been bombed. My first mind, though, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not even a real life situation. My first mind went to the movie First Sunday, where these fools went in there and tried to rob the church. That is where my first mind went to. I know that is not a realistic situation, but it's a realistic situation. Let's just talk about how we have seen a video go viral in the last few months of the man up preaching, and the guy walks in and walks to the man on the front row, and they break out into a full blown fight. So this is why security is needed in church. I know we want to think that we don't need security in church, but yeah, we might. Um Marvin Sapp. When are black folks going to stop making excuses for foolishness and calling it God? Even other pastors are saying how he did this and it was wrong. The whole thing looked like close the doors until I get this money and then we can all leave together after I get this money. How do you know what's easy for people? $20 is still a lot for some people, especially after they have already given and you're trying to come up with another 40K. Even the people even told the people to be quiet while they gave. Then you make them feel come out and see, come out so you can see them. If y'all feel God was in this, y'all are just sad. Okay, let's see. Some churches need security. Everyone isn't saved. Everyone does not respect God's house. All I'm going to say is, Andre, you know that personally. Okay, I'm going to move on. That was a hard pressed religious extortion to the fullest. Do y'all think that was extortion? Do y'all think? I want to know what y'all think. I want to know. People are so gullible. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. So I have watched and read so much. I think I got overwhelmed. I'm not going to even lie to y'all. I wasn't going to do couch conversations today because I just been feeling overwhelmed. And per my therapist, I need to get off of social media. Marvin Sapp said he's been receiving death threats. If that's true, this generation is sick. Y'all will buy a plane ticket and a hotel room for convocation, spend $1,200 for a $20 hat at a vendor, then give offering all week. The man just asked for $20 to raise money for the event that was happening. Was he wrong for that? Never did he say lock the doors, by the way. All he did was say was close them. He did what all traditional speakers do. He shut the doors for a sacred moment. He is not forcing you to stay. If you have ever been in a real church service, that's normal. They shut the doors during offering, prayer, and altar call. But amen, y'all got it. Praying for y'all churches. What y'all think about that? So this comment says that was during the PAW conference in July. Okay, so let me get to that comment because I read that too. Let me see. Let me pull up some of these comments. I screenshotted a lot of stuff, so y'all just I actually screenshotted from somebody that was there. Okay, hold on, y'all, because I got screenshots on screenshots. I screenshotted more than one subject to talk about tonight too, because I also was tripping off of the guy that was arrested for leaving his kids inside the McDonald's while he went on a job interview. I thought that was interesting, but we're going to come back to that. Um, I think it has been blown so far out of proportion. I can't say that God told him that, but I didn't get the feeling that he held everyone like it has been made out to be. I don't think so either. And that's what the comment I'm looking for right now is. I'm telling y'all, I got so many screenshots and pictures and stuff in my phone. Um, Let me look at my text messages. Y'all, my mama done sent me stuff. I've been downloading stuff. I just got stuff in my phone. I got so much stuff in my phone. My phone don't want to hold nothing else. It said it's giving up on me. Oh. So I found the comment was from somebody that was there. That's why I wanted to read it. Um and let me see. I think this is it. They said it happened almost a year ago. So that was one thing. I'm gonna tell y'all what I thought was funny too. He was on Jennifer Hudson the other day, and when he was on Jennifer Hudson, they walked down the little thing to go to the show, and as he was walking down, they were singing "Never Would Have Paid It." I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny. I really, really thought it was funny. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all something else that I really thought about during this. So I saw somewhere where they were saying that he was basically asking for $20 a person. Which, if y'all go to church, $20 a person, they usually be asking for like $50 a person, $100 a person. So I really didn't think $20 was that much. Um, and the fact that this happened, one thing I don't like about social media is the fact that this happened when it happened, and we're just now getting the video, and then he's getting death threats behind something that happened almost a year ago. Like, I just think it's crazy. Um, I think what I did was I'm talking and scrolling and scrolling and talking. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's add context to the clip on social media. Recently, a clip has gone viral. This is from Marvin Sapp, by the way. Recently, a clip has gone viral of me challenging 2,000 individuals, virtually and in person, to plant a seed of $20 during an international gathering held at a convention center with over 4,000 people in attendance that evening, plus virtual viewers. In that same moment, I also challenged leadership to lead by example, sowing $100. That evening, I personally gave much more. Um, some issues have been taken with a particular moment when I instructed the ushers rather firmly to close the doors during offering. To those unfamiliar with the church context or who may not regularly attend worship gatherings, this has been misinterpreted as holding people hostage as well as offensive, and this was never my intent. The truth is, when finances are being received in any worship gathering, it is one of the most vulnerable and exposed times for both the finance and security teams. Movement during this sacred exchange can be distracting and at times even risky. My directive was not about control, it was about creating a safe, focused. I'm trying to see where the rest of the message is. Y'all give me a second. Okay, I can't find the rest of the message. But anyways, let me get back to some of these comments. Did you hear Marvin tell his side on Erica Campbell and Ricky Smiley? No, I did not, but I did. I did see the post where Ricky Smiley was defending him. I'm not sure. I also believe that his tone of voice and body language played a part too. If we are all being honest, he said it with a lot of demand that causes people to react with concern. That just me though. In any situation, if anyone told me to close the door like that, I would be genuinely concerned. Again, it's just me. He's not even sure if the amount was raised. Okay. I'm not saying he's holding them hostage. Okay. Hey. Okay. So it sounds like we all kind of torn still. Let me get back to some of the screenshots I had. It was one particular screenshot I'm looking for. I'm gonna find it, and it's gonna be once I click off, get off the show. It's gonna come and be in my phone, and I'm gonna see it. Um, I already know. I just seen it before the show started. That's what's irritating my soul. Okay. Well, anyways, back to Marvin Sapp. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't think his intent was to hold anybody hostage. I don't think that his intent was to be offensive. I genuinely think that he was trying to take up an offering in a way that he thought was appropriate. I'm just gonna tell y'all this about social media, okay? Y'all know I say what I want to on here, and I don't care how nobody feel. People that don't go to church should stay out of church business. I've noticed that with this video going viral, one of the first things that people kept saying was, "This is why I don't go to church now." Don't make this your excuse of why you don't go to church now. You don't go to church now because you don't want to go to church now. The thing that pisses me off about church and social media is people see things on social media and want to throw all the churches in that box. And I hate to say it, but over the years that I have been going to church, I have been to many churches, and I'm not saying I have joined many churches, I have been a member. I'm saying I have visited many churches, I have fellowship with many churches. You do get funny moments in church. The fact that we have social media now or dramatic moments, you get moments, okay? You get moments in church. The fact that we have social media now makes everything seem a little more over the top. Um, I'm just one that I'm just like, if you don't go to church, just kind of stay out of church business. I hate that people use stuff that they see on social media as an excuse of why they don't go to church, because 99% of the time when you go into church or go into a church building, that is not what it is. Just so happen now we have phones and people are actually able to catch a funny moment in church here and there on their phone, and they post it on social media, or a moment that people find embarrassing. If we go back a couple months ago, there was a big to do about the girl who got pregnant. They made her stand up in front of the church and apologize. Everybody was getting down on her pastor. He was talking about she didn't need a baby shower, et cetera, et cetera. And I don't believe she should have been embarrassed to the extent that she was. But let's just be real. If you old school, you've seen that before. I got pregnant in the 90s. This is 2025. That was almost 30 years ago. I got pregnant in the 90s. And in the 90s, when I got pregnant, it was not okay to be a single mother in the church, especially flaunting it. Okay. When you were a single mother in the church, you sat down in the corner and you could be quiet, and you be quiet. Um, Unfortunately, abstinence is not taught like it used to be. People are openly promiscuous. We're not talking about abstaining until marriage anymore, not even in the church. So when people see things like pregnant women in the church, single mothers, it's acceptable. And I'm not saying that it shouldn't be. I'm saying that it wasn't praised then the way it is now. Um, Now you see single mothers directing the choir, you see single mothers preaching sermons. That was not acceptable 25, 30 years ago. I'm sorry it wasn't. But yeah, I'm just saying. So let's see what the comments are. I think someone took it to another level, exaggerating the facts. I do not agree with how he did it, but I am familiar with him as a pastor and any title he may hold. Okay, so yeah. Social media and church, social media itself has become outrageous, okay? The need for clicks and likes and views and shares, like, it's getting outrageous. People do a lot of rage baiting. They do all of this stuff for social media. Um I believe that they're kind of doing the same thing with the church. They take a clip out of a 2-minute sermon, and anything that you have can be taken out of context, no matter how good or bad it is, if you only get a part of it. So, this is where social media bothers me with church, because you get a clip of something that's going on and it's blown out of context. And then on top of that, because it's your content, your footage, your clip, your video, and you are allowed to put the context behind it, um, we get a lot of fake stuff on social media, a lot of skits. Um, Social media is really becoming like, I don't even know. I don't. It's We get a lot of stuff that's just unreal. People are actually allowed to post whatever they want to post. So if you on Facebook, more than any other social media site, Facebook, they post a lot of fake death on social media on Facebook. You don't get as much as that on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter. You get a lot of that on Facebook. All the sites are different. So, for the people that are wondering why everybody went crazy when TikTok got shut down, TikTok, for one, is where all the independent artists go to get their music heard. It's a lot of people that have really blown up musically off TikTok. I actually had encouraged artists to do this a while back, but they don't listen. Number two, TikTok is the social media site that does not do as much censoring. They don't censor as much, so you're a little more free with what you say. Um, you're allowed to post content that is not going to be banned for you telling the truth. Um, so you get more factual content on TikTok. TikTok is also a better algorithm, so your content moves around faster. You can go viral faster on TikTok, and it's easier to monetize on TikTok. I'm not saying it's easy to monetize. I'm saying it's easier to monetize on TikTok. So, for all the people that were wondering why everybody was going crazy on TikTok, because TikTok is the most factual and the most monetizable social media site there is, unlike all of the others. Facebook has the most lies on social media. Okay? Just let's be real. They have the most lies. A lot of the stuff on Facebook, people will get the content off of TikTok, repost it on Facebook, and change the context of what it is. So, y'all troll lightly, trail just take what you see on Facebook with a grain of salt. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, but yeah, back to Marvin Sapp. I believe that what he said was taken out of context. I believe that a lot of people blew it up because most of them don't go to church. They've never been in a situation where the doors were asked to be closed and an offering was being taken up. If you're at a conference with me and you're raising $40,000 and you're not asking the ushers to close the doors, I'm gonna feel the type of way because y'all have to think about mostly everywhere you go before you walk through the doors, you have to have some type of bag search or you're going through some type of security system, whether it's a courthouse, a club, a concert, an amphitheater. I've worked at EDC. Even working there, you had to go through security protocols. Like there's security protocols for everything except for at church. When you go to the hospital, some hospitals have you go through some type of security protocol, but there is no security protocol for church. So you don't know who's walking in there in what frame of mind with what weapon. And we're talking about raising $40,000. So all you need is one idiot in a room full of people with a gun that decides that $40,000 sounds like a lot of money, and tonight they really willing to risk it all. So that's kind of where I am with that. Um, I just want to take a quick commercial break because the last few shows I have not been taking commercial breaks. I want to take a quick commercial break. We got about 15 minutes left in the show. So I'll be back in my commercial break lasts about 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I'll be right back, y'all.
DJ Captain. You've seen him on some of the biggest comedy tours, like Mike Epps, Cat Williams, D-Ray Davis, The Funny and Famous, and from MTV's Wildin' Out, DC Young Fly, Jess Hilarious, Chico Bean, DJ Captain's Providers, Street Team Promotions, Kevin Hart, The Irresponsible Tour, Captain ENT promoted some of the biggest names in the game, like Usher.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Usher.
The R&B group Next. Plus,
yeah, I already know it's the boy Lil Wayne, Weezy F. Baby.
DJ Captain still recognized as one of the hottest DJs in the game. Shaking the paint off the wall at the Soul Fest with Chingy, Tony, Ja Rule, Shanti, and more. DJ Captain, 25 years on the radio as an app personality. Book him now, right now. Tours, weddings, concert parties, at clubs, and as your favorite host, City legendary DJ Captain. The homie is in session. Who wants the first lesson? Call 217-899-7656 or email dj.captain@yahoo.com.
D-Smooth Entertainment presents Photo Booth 360. Make the party pop wherever it is. That's right, Photo Booth 360 Rentals. D-Smooth Entertainment. Check us out.
What it do? It's your boy Levon Kennedy, L's up Levon, and right now I'm located inside 86 Sports, right here in Henderson on the beautiful Water Street District. Right now, as you can see, we're working on some embroidery. We are a one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. When it comes to garments, we got you. If you need silk screening, direct-to-film, heat transfer, embroidery, sublimation, or maybe you just need some blanks, we can take care of that for you right here at 86. So make sure you guys come see us because everything that we do is in stock, one stop. We're not outsourcing for anything. So I hope to see you guys soon. L's up.
Hey, welcome to Boss Daddy's where we got the best ribs in the city, you dig? 3310 South Nellis Suite 2526. Come down here. We open Tuesday through Saturday. And I got some ribs I got to tend to. That's enough right there. Don't show no more.
And we are back. We are back from our commercial break. Shout out to Tricky P Drummond, owner of Boss Daddies. They are reopening this weekend after their expansion. So shout out to them. I got to get to Vegas and get some of that food because Boss Daddies and went viral twice on TikTok. I heard the food is amazing, so I got to get over there. Like they was crying and whining while he was closed trying to expand. So I gotta get to Boss Daddy's. If you in Vegas, please go to Boss Daddy's. Try the food. I want to have you on the show. Okay, I want to know how the food is. Somebody let me know how Boss Daddy's food is. I will have you on the show. Back to our subject tonight. We are talking about Marvin Sapp and just social media. Period. I've actually touched on a couple things with this social media tonight. Marvin Sapp was the major one that I wanted to touch on, but I also wanted to talk about the girls that got ejected out of the truck, which I talked about earlier. I want to, before the show closes, talk about the young man who was arrested for leaving his 3 children in the playland at McDonald's while he went to a job interview. I want to know how y'all feel about this. He's a single father, and yes, I am. How you doing, fam? Hey, I need you to get with me about the block party. Um, so he was a single father. He had a job interview. He left the kids at the playland. They said they were there almost 2 hours while he was somewhere nearby at a job interview. But mysteriously, when he was arrested, the children's mother popped out to get the kids. Um, but I want to know what y'all think about this. I noticed today, a couple hours ago, they have a GoFundMe to help him. Um, yeah, I want to know how y'all feel about this. Let me see. Georgia man was arrested after leaving his 3 children, 1, 6, and 10, unattended at a McDonald's playland inside of the playground while he attended a job interview nearby. Um, they said he's 24 years old. He was a single father. He left them there for almost 2 hours. Um, the story is he walked them to the McDonald's from his apartment and then went to the interview and then went back to get them instead of him making them walk back home. The kids were left for almost 2 hours. The mom came and got them, and he was charged with deprivation of a minor. What do y'all think about that? Let's see. Let's get to the comment. This is ridiculous. He did the best he could think of at that moment. Where was she when he needed? That's what I said. I said she popped out to get the kids, but where was she at? Hey, Danielle, where was she at when he needed a babysitter? So I see that they started a GoFundMe for him. The goal of the GoFundMe was 50,000. They've reached 48 really fast. I just feel bad for him because he was trying and he did the best he could think of. And you know what I thought was messed up? I said if it would have been a single mother, they would have gave her grace. How they treat single fathers versus how they treat single mothers is really, really messed up. And I really hate to say this. Some of y'all is really some deadbeat mamas. Like, I have seen some deadbeat mama activity. I have seen some activity where I have wanted to take y'all children and give them to the father my damn self because y'all is some deadbeat mamas. I have seen some deadbeat mama activity, and they don't give the grace to single fathers that they give to single mothers. Um, they quick to call a deadbeat daddy, but they don't call out a deadbeat mama. That was some deadbeat mama activity. Because where was she at when he needed a babysitter to go to the job interview? She should have been there to babysit the kids to begin with. Like, don't pop out after the fact when he being charged for leaving the kids. I just like that's deadbeat mama activity. I'm sorry. I've noticed in this new generation we have a lot of deadbeat mama activity. Marvin did the GoFundMe. Girl, no, he could have though. Um, yeah, that's what I think too. Like he was just trying to make sure that they were taken care of, and I'm pretty sure he thought it through before he left them there. I don't think he just, said, "Hey, I'm gonna leave them." I think he thought it through and probably thought that was the safest place for them in the playland at McDonald's. Not being funny, most kids in the playland, they just gonna stay in the playland. Um, yeah, I feel bad for Buddy, but hopefully, he's able to get that together and be able to get everything taken care of. The last thing I want to talk about, because the show is coming to an end. The last thing I want to talk about is the young man who was charged. Oh God, this was so sad. He was charged with raping and sodomizing his daughter. I'll say essaying for social media. He was charged with essaying his daughter. She was 8 months old. Um, they did a full medical report on how this man essayed his daughter, and they charged him with SA. And the person that did the medical report lied. They blatantly lied. The daughter had not been SA'd. She had something wrong with her behind due to constipation. They had said that he had sodomized her, which was a lie. It was a few other details that the medical examiner, not the coroner, the medical examiner that examined the little girl. It was a few things that they put in the report, and the report was a blatant lie. And that young man is now out of jail. But imagine the trauma that he has been through in jail in the process of trying to exonerate himself for SAing his own daughter. Um, Come to find out, he had called the police and told the police that she wasn't breathing because he had slept on her. Um, that's what she died from. She died from SIDS. Yeah, I feel so bad. The father was exonerated, but just imagine the trauma that he went through before he was exonerated, going to jail for SAing his 8-month-old daughter and supposedly killing her, and they lied on him. I felt really bad for him. Um, we got to do better, folks. Social media, we got to do better with social media. I know after today, I will be taking a social media break. I will not be on a complete break. And what I mean by that is, I will be posting on social media. I will not be reading anything. I will not be reading any inbox messages. If you need to reach me, please call me or text me. Your best bet is a text. I tell you that all the time. You can text me, call me, email me. Please do not message me on social media for the next probably 5 to 7 days. I am taking a social media break per my therapist. Um, the liar should be put. That's what I said. I said he needs to get him a good lawyer and sue those people, because that's crazy. That is crazy. That is insane. Um, y'all got to do better. I know that we use social media as a source of income. I know we get paid off of social media. We get paid to engage. We get paid for comments, likes, shares. I understand that. Y'all know I was on here a few weeks ago preaching about how to monetize your social media. Can y'all stop doing dumb stuff for clicks and likes and shares? Can y'all stop rage baiting people for clicks and likes and shares? It's getting beyond ridiculous. Like beyond ridiculous. Um the fact that 4 girls lost their life doing 116 miles an hour, drinking, trying to go live for clicks and likes is crazy. Um y'all out here unaliving people on social media for clicks and likes. That's crazy. I've seen people exploiting their children, their parents with dementia, their autistic children. Y'all got to do better. That is not what social media was here for. But when people started finding out that they could get paid for social media, they just start going over the top with their posts. Y'all be more vigilant about researching what you post, because a lot of this stuff is clickbait and it's not true. Make sure that when you're posting things on social media, it's from a credible source. Try not to post things that are taken out of context. Y'all just got to be more aware of what you post on social media. You have to be more aware of what you post on social media. Um, be more aware of what you share on social media. Make sure that you are sharing facts, especially on Facebook. Facebook is like, it is the bottom of the barrel of social media. I hate to say that, and I'm broadcasting on Facebook, but it is. Okay. If y'all would go to YouTube, I would be so much happier. If y'all would go subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you to Banisha, who is subscribed to my YouTube. She watches me faithfully. I love you, Danielle. I need y'all to go subscribe to my YouTube. I am trying to get off Facebook. It is the bottom of the barrel of social media, okay? All the stuff on here is like 90% of it is lies. It's not from a credible source. Um, y'all got to do better. We got to do better as a team. We got to do better. There are a lot of poor decisions being made. It just so happens it's for public consumption on social media. Yes, Twan, and we got to do better. Y'all got to help your kids do better, okay? Y'all kids be at school posting stuff that y'all don't know that they posted for likes, okay? Social media should not be the end all be all. Like, this should not be, everybody want to try to be social media famous. I'm going to tell y'all something. I do couch conversations, and it is not because I'm trying to get famous off couch conversations. It's because I need an outlet to talk to y'all. Okay? If I happen to one day go viral off couch conversations, that would be lovely. But couch conversations is for me and my friends, family, and followers to have a conversation. Okay? I wish we could have this conversation on YouTube. I wish y'all would follow me and subscribe to me on YouTube. Season 7 will not be on Facebook. Watch what I tell y'all, and y'all gonna be mad at me because y'all gonna be missing out on the good conversation. Season 7 will not be on Facebook. It will be on YouTube. I am really trying to get off of Facebook. It is not good for my mental health. I'm telling y'all. I've been having conversations with my therapist about it. Like, it's too much. Okay. Um, Y'all can see me on TikTok. I like TikTok. TikTok send me down these rabbit holes where I can get some intelligence going on. I can use my brain. I could do some research. Like, TikTok is information. Y'all might see my son viral on TikTok. I don't know, but yeah. So thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. I need y'all to do better on social media. Stop taking stuff out of context. Stop taking 10, 15, 20, 30-second video clips and coming to a whole conclusion about what happened. We have a bad habit of that. Stop exploiting yourself. Stop exploiting your children. Stop exploiting your parents. Okay? I see so many people on here that are taking care of their parents or their grandparents and they're exploiting them on social media. Stop. Y'all have not realized social media is a tricky place. You got to know how to maneuver. Y'all stop losing y'all jobs and crying about you lost your job over something you posted on social media. Okay. I used to be a restaurant manager and I have fired an employee for something that they posted on social media. Okay. It is against company policy, especially if you are in company uniform. Y'all got to be more aware of what y'all posting. I'm just saying. Okay. Um, but yeah, thank y'all to everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody that's continuously submitting commercials. Um, Also, I want to thank you to everybody that has been inquiring about the block party. Make sure you keep inquiring about the block party. If you go down my page, the block party has an Eventbrite page. It also has a page on my website. I'm working on the Google page as we speak. So you'll be able to get information from the block party anywhere. Put it in Google, fourth annual block party, DMEG block party. And for those of you that want to participate in the block party, or that have participated previously, or have wanted to participate and did not, this year, the block party is going to be different. I have a lot of gospel as well as inspirational artists who have inquired about being on the block party. So this year we will be having an inspirational hour. Previously, on the last 3 years for the block party and things like that I've done outdoors, I have allowed gospel artists to come out and perform, and we kind of just sprinkled them in. But this year I am dedicating an hour and a half of the block party just to gospel and inspirational artists. So if you are interested, please make sure you tap in and book a slot, because 2 of the slots are already gone. This year we're going to be doing some things different. So if you have not tapped in already, tap in and get your booking form, because you're going to have to fill out a booking form. And yeah, if you're interested in the block party, just tap in. If you're interested in being a vendor, you can go to the website and register. We're looking for designers. We're looking for models. We're looking for artists, vendors. We have a lot going on this year. This is going to be the absolute biggest block party that I have done. It is 90s themed, so make sure you come in your 90s outfit. We will be doing a costume contest. It will want to be sponsored by Diamond Smokes. So thank you to Lee. But make sure y'all come out. Make sure y'all support. If you want to be a part, tap in. We're also looking for sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor, tap in. Let's get your sponsorship done right away. And those sponsorship packets, if you're bringing a crowd of people to the block party, I suggest you get a sponsorship packet. That's all I'm going to say. But thank y'all for coming out and tuning in and sitting on the couch with me one more time. Make sure you go over, and I'm going to play this for y'all every week. Go subscribe to my YouTube. As well as clips and things like that. We'll actually be putting the footage up from the R&B concert that we did 2 weeks ago. That's going to go up this week. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can get the notifications. Follow me on my social media at The Real Danni Gyrl on all platforms. You can email me at therealdannigirl@gmail.com. And you can call and text 702-578-6716 if you need me. For all the people that ask, is this my phone number? This is my direct cell phone number. I don't mind if somebody asks. If you know them personally, you can give them my number, okay? Because I know people be asking me, do you mind if so-and-so have your number? No, I don't. Make sure you contact us, couchconversationslive@gmail.com, if you would like to submit a commercial. My thoughts is leaving me, y'all. Y'all pray for me. Next week on Couch Conversations, we're going to be having to talk about various situations. I'll make sure I let y'all know who the special guest is going to be, but make sure y'all come back. And as always, peace, have a divine night, and I'll be closing the show with my single, a snippet of my single anyway. It'll be released this month. A snippet of my single, Blunts for Two, the Pneumatic remix. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace, and have a divine night.
To keep it real, I was trying to test my luck. So I was happy when you tried to see what's up.